All right, let's dive into something fun today, shall we? You've piqued my curiosity with this Tampa Bay stuff.
Oh, yeah.
We've got a really interesting YouTube episode from Undiscovered America, what looks like their network clearance report. Never seen one of those before.
Wow.
And the show's website, too.
Cool.
So we're not talking busch gardens and beaches here. This
Yeah.
is different.
Right.
We're going deep beyond the postcards.
I like it.
Okay, so the YouTube episode is called Tampa Bay Treasures.
Catchy.
I know, right? And get this, it starts with yoga.
Yoga.
Yeah, like a massive yoga gathering in a park. Every Sunday, tons of people, all levels. It's about reconnecting with your body.
Huh. That makes me think about how much we're all glued to screens these days.
Right.
Like, we forget we even have bodies sometimes.
It's true. Like, when was the last time you just, really felt the ground under your feet?
Good point. This episode, though, it goes from yoga to cigars, so quite a range.
No, yeah, the J.C. Newman Cigar Company.
The oldest in the U.S., right?
That's the one. They show you the whole process, even the cigar bulb.
Must be intense in there.
Oh, you can practically smell it through the screen. But the founder's story is what got me. Julius Caesar Newman. Came here as an immigrant, barely spoke English.
The American dream, huh?
Exactly. Built this whole cigar empire from scratch. Inspiring, really.
It's interesting, though, because he's Jewish, right? And Campa's cigar history, it's mostly Cuban and Italian, isn't it?
You're right. It's like another layer of the whole immigrant experience woven in.
Exactly.
Speaking of cultural influences, did you know there's a piece of Cuba right in Tampa? Jose Marti Park. It's Cuban-owned land.
No way.
I'm serious.
Yeah.
It was all they had in the U.S. for years.
Wow. I mean, that name rings a bell, but I don't know the history.
Jose Marti, he was a big deal in Cuba's fight for independence.
Oh, right, from Spain, right?
Yep, back in the late 1800s. So this park, it became a symbol for Cubans in Tampa.
Makes you think about the whole U.S.-Cuba relationship, especially with the embargo and all that.
Such a complex history. Okay, ready for a complete 180?
Hit me.
From a historic park to a Porsche Taycan Turbo S.
Whoa, talk about a jump.
This episode takes you for a spin over 100 miles an hour.
Seriously. In Tampa.
At Motor Enclave. And the thing is, they keep saying how quiet it is.
Well, yeah, electric cars.
It's just wild to think about, that kind of speed but silent.
It's the future, they say.
It's like they reinvented what fast even means.
I can't even imagine.
Kind of makes you want to take a silent joyride, doesn't it? But, okay, from Speed Demons, this episode takes us to someplace completely different.
Let me guess. More Cuban history.
Not this time. We're talking about food, history, and a whole lot of atmosphere. The Columbia Restaurant.
Rings a bell. Is that the Spanish place?
That's the one. They call it the gem of Spanish restaurants. And honestly, the place is huge. 15 dining rooms. They can fit like 1,700 people.
Get out.
Seriously, it's like a whole city block. Been around for over 100 years, since 1905.
Wow. 100 years, that's got to be some kind of record.
It's amazing, right? Started as this tiny cafe and just grew with Tampa.
So it's like a real family affair then.
Family-owned, fourth generation now, I think they said.
Talk about legacy, huh?
Speaking of legacy, though, this next one is all about protecting the future.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
Sustainable fishing.
All right, on something.
They feature this couple, Mario and Tatiana, big into kayak fishing, but they're all about doing it right.
Right, like eco-friendly and all that.
Exactly. Only targeting certain fish, fishing during specific seasons. They even go out of their way to remove invasive species.
Wow. They're really taking it seriously, huh?
It's pretty inspiring, actually.
It makes you think about those little choices we could all make,
For sure. Okay, get ready for this because it's my favorite part of the whole episode, I think.
Right, lay it on me.
Hidden speakeasy.
Wait, seriously. In Tampa.
Dead serious. Called Madame Fortune's. Hidden behind a secret door, like something out of a movie.
You're kidding. What's it
Yeah.
like inside?
So it's got this whole Art Deco thing going on, live music.
Get out. Like, what kind of music?
Well, they didn't say exactly, but they mentioned Ray Charles, Ella Fitzgerald.
No way.
Yeah.
Okay, I need to find this place.
Oh, and the story behind Madame Fortune herself, even better. She was formerly enslaved, right?
Wow.
And then after the Civil War, she was granted, get this, 33 acres of land in what's now downtown Tampa.
Are you serious?
Totally. Became this successful businesswoman, pillar of the community. They say the speakeasy is like a tribute to her.
That's powerful. I love how they're keeping her story alive.
Me too.
Okay.
Okay, so from a hidden speakeasy, they take us to a full-blown festival.
Don't tell me another piece of Cuban heritage.
Nope. This one's all about pirates. Gasparilla Pirate Fest.
Pirates. Like, what, are we talking Halloween costumes here?
Think Mardi Gras, but with eye patches and parrots.
You're kidding.
Totally serious. Parades, boats, they even have this whole staged invasion of the city.
No way they actually do that.
Oh yeah, full-on pirate ship and everything. They sail it right into the bay.
Okay, now that's what I call a party. I wonder if it's based on a real pirate, though.
That's the thing, right? So the story is there was this Jose Gaspar.
Jose Gaspar, yeah. I think I've heard the name.
He was supposedly this legendary pirate who ruled the Gulf of Mexico back in the late 1700s, early 1800s. Problem is,
Right. To leave me hanging.
historians can't find much proof he actually existed.
So he's like the Bigfoot of Tampa Bay.
Pretty much. A good story, though, right?
The best kind, sometimes. But, okay, we've got to talk about this network clearance report you've got here.
Oh, yeah, I know, right? Like, who knew TV paperwork could be interesting?
We'll spill the tea. What's the deal with it?
It's like a secret decoder ring for TV land.
Right.
But it actually tells you a lot about Undiscovered America, the show itself.
Like what?
Like where it airs, who's watching. It gives you a feel for their target audience.
Jizz. Don't keep me in suspense.
Well, people like you, clearly. People who like to dig a little deeper find those hidden gems.
The road less traveled. Right.
Exactly. And speaking of which, you included their website too.
Oh, yeah, I was curious about that. Did it have, like, secret speakeasy passwords or something?
No passwords, but they definitely play up the whole discovery angle. You know, unseen panoramas, untold tales, that kind of stuff.
Smart marketing, I guess. Appeal to our sense of adventure.
Totally. But you know what struck me through all of this about Tampa Bay? I mean,
What's that?
it's more than just like a place to go on vacation.
Right.
It's got this whole other personality, you know, like what we were saying about the immigrant history, the Cuban connection.
Right.
Even that whole pirate thing, real or not, it's a story.
It's like layers, right? Like any
Yeah.
place, the more you dig in, the more interesting it gets.
That's exactly it. So we started with you being curious about Tampa, and honestly, now I kind of want to go.
Right, me too. See, this is what I love about these deep dives. It's like armchair travel, but it makes you want to actually go.
Totally. And you know what? It makes me think we've all got a Tampa Bay somewhere close by, right?
You mean like a place with hidden depths?
Yeah. A town we think we know, a local business with a wild history. It's all about looking at things with fresh eyes.
I love that. So it's not just about Tampa Bay, it's about bringing that sense of discovery everywhere we go.
Exactly. So next time you're about to just scroll on your phone or whatever, stop and think, what's something interesting around me that I haven't explored yet?
Who knows what you might find, right?
Exactly. All right. Well, that was a fun deep dive. Tampa Bay, who knew?
Yep.
Until next time.